Hello, my name is Emily Boudwin. I'm a neuromuscular massage therapist and a restorative exercise specialist. So today I'm actually sitting in front of the mirror that I have at my office. And I'm going to just walk you through massaging the SCM. So as a reminder, the SCM is a neck stabilizer. So if your head is too far forward on your head, it's the SCM is taking up the brunt of the weight. If it's sitting back where it's supposed to be, it has a lot less of that and it becomes a lot less fatigued. So that's number one. So instead of being like this, you want to be like this. The ears actually should be stacking up over the shoulder instead of too far forward. Okay, so that's number one. The SCM works together to bring the chin to the chest, and it works individually to turn the head. So here's the number one thing. When you turn your head to the left, like I am over here, it's actually this muscle right here on the right that's actually working to do that, that movement, and vice versa. It's this side that's working. It's shortening up of the muscle. So in order for movement to happen, the muscle actually has to shorten from its lengthened state. So right now it's in neutral. But turning it, the muscle has shortened its length, and so that's what helps it to actually do the movement. So I have a glove on my hand, or you could also grab a cloth or a pillowcase or something, which will help you to be able to grasp that SCM muscle because it's slippery. It's like a rope. So you can see it right here on me, and here, and here, 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 here. So it attaches this spot right here, attaches right here. So it attaches SCM, sternum, clavicle. So the clavicle goes this way, the sternum is here, and the mastoid SCM. So the mastoid process is right behind the ear, right here. Okay, you can actually see it as I'm turning right through there. So you want to start halfway. You don't want to start at the attachments at either end. You want to start halfway. But keep in mind, you actually have your pulse that runs through this area. So if you feel a pulse, you need to actually push that muscle, the SCM muscle, away from the midline of the neck. So the easiest way of doing this is actually to go across the body with your hand. So it's your thumb that's pushing that muscle. You see that bulge? It's not really showing, and now it's showing. Okay, and then you reach around and grasp, like that. Now there are two different heads, so I can be on the outer head or I can be on the inner head. They both cause radiating pain to different areas of the face. So it is okay for it to radiate pain around, behind the eye, and in a variety of other places, and around the ear, okay? If it's doing that, you definitely need to work this area, and you just hold on to it and watch as the pain level, discomfort level drops. It will over time. And you just relax with this, listen to some music, holding on to it. Again, if you feel a pulse, let go. Push that muscle away from the midline of the neck, pick it up again. And you're going to be sitting here for a good 10-15 seconds, maybe longer, and if it's not going down, less pressure, and just continue doing it. And then when that one is starting to go down, you can pick up a section a little bit further up. You're going to go up first before you go back down. And you're just going to do this, and I can feel some stuff in different spots on me. This is one that's typical for headaches, migraines. If you've done a lot of coughing, it's going to really activate the front of your neck as well. So colds and flu and all sorts of other things, as well as my severe respiratory disease, which I have. So I do a fair amount of coughing, so this is definitely affected on me. And the higher up I go, I actually become more and more sore. So I probably should do this more frequently, but life gets in the way. So do what you can when you can. The best way of remembering to do this is to attach something you're trying to start to a habit that's already in place. So if you're just sitting down to watch something, to pick that time, just breathe through it, listen to something, or just be quiet. Do this, and then pick up where you left off with what you were going to do next. And then I'm going to turn my head a little bit to be able to get to this. I'm going to shift around. You can shift your head around a little bit. If that's too much, just hold still. But find a way to be able to get, it's harder to get the grasp a hold of this SCM the further up you go. But the further up you go, the more likely you need it. So you always start at the midline of any muscle, the center of a muscle, because that's the area that will relax the easiest, the quickest, and the closer you get to attachments, the more tender and painful it becomes. So relaxing the center first makes a huge difference with that. And then when you are done treating this whole side, it will take probably up to 5 minutes. Go ahead and switch over to the other side. You want to even yourself out. It's very, very important. Again, if it's slippery, if it's slipping out of your hand, use a glove, use some sort of fabric to hold it. And just find different ways of bending your head, turning your head, finding different ways of being able to grasp that muscle. And then also finding a neuromuscular massage therapist that can do this work for you, because keep in mind that typically just working one set of muscles is not enough. So SCM is also related to the suboccipitals, that when your chin is tilted too far up in the air, it's tightening here and here. So, and then you also have trapezius that's involved in trapeze. So there's a huge number of muscles involved in this area. So finding someone who is highly specialized to be able to help reduce these headaches, migraines, Team J issues as well, because Team J can just be here, but it can also be directed from here up to here. So they can go back and forth, affecting both sides. So I hope that this more in-depth tutorial was helpful for you, and I'll talk to you later.